The Ghana Football Association kicked off its 30th Ordinary Congress on Tuesday at the Ghanaman Soccer Center of Excellence in Pram Pram. The two-day event featured a packed agenda, including the arrival of delegates, group discussions, presentations, and a groundbreaking for planned facilities such as a gym, swimming pool, futsal arena, and a tour of selected rooms in the refurbished accommodation facilities on the first day. In collaboration with the Ministry of Health and the Ghana Health Service, the Ghana Football Association also unveiled a fully equipped ambulance that will be stationed at the Technical Center to provide emergency support, particularly for players, officials, and staff. The GFA President Edwin Simeon Okraku announced the funding is available to commence all the mentioned projects.
Not too long from today, you will see action taking place here, and construction and building of the facility will start. Once it's done, like I said, we'll bring all of you here to have a fiscal view of the investment. Before we went to the World Cup, I made an appeal to Ghanaians that let's support our Black Stars, let's pray for our Black Stars so we qualify to the Mundial. And when we do qualify, it will have a multiplier effect on all of us. Through your prayers, the effect that I spoke about is what is manifesting. And I hope that when we gather here again, we'll be happy to inspect a fully constructed, fully finished 40-bed facility that will host our national teams.
Director at the Ghanaman Soccer Center of Excellence, Winifred Mawudeku, highlighted the significance of having a maintenance culture with regards to the new facility commissioned at Pram Pram.
For me and from my perspective, it's still work in progress. And so, by and large, I'll say that we've done some work, but I'm never satisfied until we get somewhere to a level where it's appreciable. This one was just a renovation works that were done. I think that there will be new constructions that will go on. Our problem has always been maintenance. And so if we continue to maintain what we have, then we can use it for a very long time. And so I think we've done some work on the old facility. I'm looking forward to new ones and keeping it in a good and appreciable standard.
Chairman of the Parliamentary Select Committee on Youth, Sports and Tourism, Ghanaman Sawoyomi, also praised the Football Association for bringing to life the vision of the late statesman, E.T. Mensah.
I think the improvement on the facilities around is a good call, and I think we need to applaud the president and his team for what they have done so far, and the plans to get a whole lot of other facilities built to make it a one-stop shop for teams that come here to be able to, train, as well as also to sleep and have good accommodation and all that. And I think it's a very good start, because that's the whole idea about this place, which was initiated under E.T. Mensah, of blessed memory. So it's good that we are realizing the dream, and so let me applaud them.
The second day of the Ordinary Congress began with the inauguration of the first phase of the newly constructed standard artificial football pitch at the Ghanaman Soccer Center of Excellence, funded by BETPower. Charles Tepe, BETPower's African Business Development Manager, expressed hope that this initiative will help produce the next big-name player for the Black Stars.
I mean, we're looking to have the next superstar emerge soon. I mean, I'm a fan of the Black Stars. I'll say, like you mentioned, Kudus, the Ayu brothers were some of my icons growing up. So I'm keen to see the next generation of those talents emerge from this place.
After the pitch commissioning, the 30th Ordinary Congress continued, centered around the theme, winning the 12th man, fixing the fundamentals, and consolidating our gains. The two-day event brought together delegates from different regions, clubs, and stakeholders within Ghana's football community. In his address to the Congress, the Ghana Football Association President, Edwin Simeon Okraku, announced that upcoming league reforms would include steps to address incorrect decisions made by officiating officials.
We do not know the laws of the game. if the laws of the game are not on our fingertips, how do we implement or interpret the laws of the game? I have charged the referees manager, the head of referees, Christine Ziga, the Referees Association of Ghana to be up on this identified problem. Knowledge levels on the laws of the game, too poor. And it's not something that we have to accept as being okay. It is not okay. When referees who have officiated in the GPL get as low as 20%, some getting 3.5% in theory tests, then you should understand we have a problem. And I'm also happy to say that the Football Association has taken big steps towards the introduction of VAR in Ghana. Meetings with FIFA has gone well. Meetings with all key stakeholders have gone well. We are very clear how much this will cost. Your FA is very committed towards delivering VAR to Ghana.
Emmanuel Akwesibuate, Deputy CEO of Division 1 League side New Edubiase, supports the introduction of video assistant referee technology, but point out that it will still be operated by the same referees the clubs have concerns about.
I overheard the president saying that he's planning, or he has plans of introducing the VAR into the league now. It's a good idea though. It's a good idea, but the only problem that I have with it now that even the VAR is still going to be controlled by the same referees that we are complaining about now. So the first thing, the fundamental thing to do now is to make sure we have good referees handling our games before even the VAR can be introduced. Because it's the same referees that we are complaining about now. The same referees are the people that are going to control the VAR. You understand? And look, I stand to be corrected. For what I know is getting one VAR, it's around $150,000 to $200,000, just a single VAR. You understand me? And running the whole VAR, running a single VAR for a whole season, even in Europe, I think it's around $6.5 million or so, just a single VAR, running it for a whole season. So if we have such an amount of money bringing in VAR, to me, I would suggest that why don't we support the clubs with such an amount to make the clubs better our league, better our referees before we even look at the VAR. That is my opinion. Not the club Edubiase. My opinion as Emmanuel Akwesibuate. That is my opinion.
Youth and Sport Minister Mustafa Yusuf emphasized that his government is committed to collaborating with the National Sports Authority to obtain CAF's approval for licensing the Legon Stadium and Takwa TNA Stadium for international competitions.
I have directed the National Sports Authority to liaise with the Ghana Football Association and to ensure that once these facilities are upgradement and renovations are all done now, we get CAF to license some of these facilities. And some of them are the University of Ghana Sports Stadium, which government invested heavily in making sure that we use it to host the 13th African Games. We should invite CAF for CAF to come and license the stadium. Also, the recently commissioned Takwa and Aboso Stadium.
Or from sword cutting to commissioning of projects. We spent 2 days here, and finally today has been the big day, the 30th Ordinary Congress of the Ghana Football Association. The clubs have been told a lot of things in terms of promises. The bigger one on the picture is the introduction of the video assistant referee, the VAR. The Ghana Premier League is going to see that implemented very soon. The Ghana Football Association President Edwin Simeon Okrakui is saying that the officiating officials have not scored correct marks in terms of theory when it comes to their exams theoretically. One that he's looking to achieve is try and eliminate these errors. That's the introduction of the video assistant referee. Will that improve the league indeed? Well, there's an upcoming league later next month. Are we going to see some corrections with these gingered officiating officials to sit up? Reporting for Channel 1 Sports, I am Bernard Abeikuochi.